Hello everyone, it's Liz, and for today's video I have our October craft club kit. If you didn't know, I make and sell our monthly craft kits over on our website moorevinyldecals.com, and today I'm going to show you how to put together and paint and assemble your October kit. So without further ado, let's jump in. So for the month of October, it was our Christmas theme. So for boxes 1, 2, and 3, you'll get this super cute Jingle Bells kit. And then for boxes 2 and 3, you will also receive this 6x6 scrapbook paper pad, which is gingerbread themed, and I thought it was absolutely adorable. So jumping into the kit, here are all the pieces that will come with your kit. This one doesn't have too many pieces, so it is fairly easy to put together. So I'm just going to start by painting the jingle bells. I wanted these two different colors. I wanted silver and gold. So for the bottom and the top jingle bells, I'll paint those gold. And then for the middle jingle bell, I painted it silver. And I did have a metallic paint for both the gold and the silver. Now for those words, I wanted the backing to have some scrapbook paper on it, so I picked out a pattern from the 6x6 pad that comes with your box. So I picked out that pad right there. Now obviously this is too big to trace out all in one go, so I measured it out to kind of cut the middle at the end. So I just traced out those bottom letters and then traced out the top letters and meeting it back in the middle at the end. I'll cut that out, set it to the side, and then start painting the rest of my kit. So for those little garland pieces at the top, I painted those with a dark green, and then I wanted them to have a little bit of more dimension to them, so I took some white on a small paintbrush and did some little strokes throughout the green, and I did that while the paint was still wet, so everything kind of blended in seamlessly together. For those little berries, I'm going to paint those red, and then for my letters, I'm going to paint those white. And then just a tip, if you struggle painting with little details, using a paint pen or a paint marker is so much easier than using a tiny little brush. And then I added some white dots onto those berries. I'm going to paint the base piece in that metallic silver that I painted that middle bell with, and then I will add some rub and buff to the tops of our bells, and then also around those holes cut in the bottom and in the middle. I just took my finger and kind of buffed all that rub and buff around, giving it more of a distressed look. Now I'm going to add some Mod Podge to our letters. I prefer to use Mod Podge dry. I say this in all of my videos, so if you've been a follower, you know, and this is just repeated information. But I personally like using my Mod Podge dry, so I'll add my Mod Podge onto my piece and I will let it completely dry. Then once it's all dry, I'll add my paper on top of it, use some parchment paper on top of that, and then I'll use my mini Cricut heat press to reactivate that Mod Podge and get that paper to stick. Now you can use this wet if you want to, but this is just the way that I prefer to do it. I'm going to add those berries on top of my little garland pieces. I'll glue down the top base to the bottom base, and then I will glue down my letters on top of my scrapbook pieces. Lastly, you're just going to add your garlands to the top of your bells, insert your whole piece into the base, and you are finished. This looks so cute, perfect for Christmas time, and you have yourself an adorable little shelf sitter. For box number 3, you are going to get the same kit from box number 1 and 2 in the scrapbook paper pad, along with this kit and 2 accessory items, which are some chipboard accents and ephemera. Here are all the pieces that come with this kit. I love the little boot. I thought it was absolutely adorable, along with all the little garland pieces and bells and birds, just the whole thing. I thought it was adorable. So I like trying to set out all the things that I'm going to paint the same color. So I painted our backing white, and then I am going to paint the fluff of his boot in white. And I just, like I said, I try to paint all the same color at the same time, so I'm not going back and forth between colors. That's just how I try to prefer to do it. So I'll take my white and go over everything that I'm painting white. I'll add some white to those berries, and then I'm going to paint the bottom of his boot red. And then once I had it painted red, I wanted to add just a little bit more detail, so I took some white to the middle to make a little highlight on his boot. And then I went to the side of his boot on the main piece and painted those sides of his boot red, or I guess his boot. I just painted it red. And then I added some white little details on the engravings on the side to give some highlights to his boot. I added some green down onto the little leaf pieces that will peek out from the pieces that you're gonna add on top. And then I also painted a bunch of the other little sprigs green, and I tried to mix up the color of green, did some darker green, some lighter green, just to give the whole thing a little bit more dimension than just doing the same green for everything. I took a paint pen and painted the belt of his boot black. Did some more red on all those little berries that come with your kit. And then for the ornament, I mixed some white and red and painted the top and bottom with that, and then did gold in the middle. For those little jingle bells, I used my metallic gold and painted the bells and the 2 little pieces that overlap on those bells. And then for the belt buckle, I also painted that in our metallic gold. For the bow, I painted this in a light blue. For the bird, I did a mix of that same light blue and some white, and then some black for his beak and his feet. For the bottom of his boot, I will paint that black. And now you can start assembling. So I just start off by gluing the bottom of his boot down first, adding his belt buckle, and adding the rest of the pieces. This is super easy to put together. Add your fluff down next. If you just follow exactly where I put everything, or just look at the picture from the instructions, you'll see where to put everything. It really is pretty simple and easy to get it all assembled. But that is it for box number 3. If you are interested in our craft subscription box, you can head over to our website, moorevinyldecals.com. The month that you sign up is the month of the kit that you'll get. So for the month of December is our Valentine's kit. So if you want to get our Valentine's subscription box, make sure to sign up in December and you will get that. They are super adorable. I'm working on them right now and getting them all ready to go. I love them so much. So keep an eye out for that video here in December. You'll see our Valentine's kits and the scrapbook paper and accessory items that come with them. I'm so excited. They're so adorable. But I hope this video was helpful in putting together your October Craft Club kits, and painting them, assembling them, gave you some inspiration on how to finish yours. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!